I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. I grew up in Milwaukee, in the hood, where making it out was never promised. I've been through betrayal, pain, and times where I almost lost everything, including my life. But I'm still here. I'm still standing. This channel is about real stories, raw lessons, and surviving what most people don't even talk about. If you from the struggle or even want the truth, you in the right place. This is my story, and it's just getting started. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? Samir back again with another banger for y'all, man. Please like, subscribe, and share. Definitely gonna help. I want you guys definitely to help this channel move forward. I'm trying to touch somebody. I'm trying to help the next individual, not go places I went, man. And I do some of the stuff that I did, man, growing up, man. Maybe some of these stories can help change one of you brothers' lives or whatever, man. Yeah. So with that being said, man, I'm going to give you guys another story, and this story dates back about 14 years old, man. And right before I got really involved in the gangs and things like that, I was hanging around the gangs at this time. I was what you call a wannabe G. You know what I'm saying? So, this at this time, we was just all still kids, all coming along, but we starting to see guns now at 14, 15, stuff like that. We starting to see guns, the big homies running around here with guns, like I told y'all, gangs was just starting to get prevalent real big, and a lot of our big homies is in the folks, is G's, and some of a lot of them are real, but one of the people I want to talk, one of the people that's a part of this story, one of the main persons that I kind of looked up to then, which thinking back now was a wrong example to look towards, wrong person to look towards, you know what I'm saying? We gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna call him P. Now, P was a beast, man. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking about a straight beast, P go to jail, get out of jail, take this one brother, kidnap him, drag him down the street, put him in a trunk, roll around with him, everything. P was a beast, man. P was a beast. It was P, it was TY, and it was E. You know what I'm saying? Them three right there, man. Them three, man. When you talking about killers, them three was killers, man. Some of the people that everybody talked about in the hood, and they was like older than me, so they had to be like, I was 14, they had to be like 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? And they was robbers. They robbed anybody. They did everything. Anything you could do, any crime you could think about, these was the people that's doing it. And all the little shorties in the hood looked up to these people, you know what I'm saying, including me, and, they teaching us about foes, they teaching us about the gangs and things like that. Now, I'm saying this because at the end, man, I just want to say this before I even go on. Matter of fact, before I even go on, this is a prime example of why we get in this generation of kids doing crimes, because of when we grew up, what we taught the kids as they growing up. Now things are starting to change around, but you still got some of the same functions. You got the OG showing the kids how to be criminals. You know what I'm saying? And that's the streets. Now, being in a household, everything, you may have a good family, but once them kids hit the streets, man, it's open season. You got the adults that you're supposed to be looking up to teaching the kids how to be criminals. And that was the same thing. And this been happening over time. And this is the same exact thing that's happening, man. So the kids now got to grow up and try to be more smarter than the adults, where you showing the adults. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, yeah, so we was following them, taking them on things. So now, this particular, this been going on for like a month. You know what I'm saying? We'd go on different crews, and what we did was we'd go walking to different banks and wait for the people to go up to withdraw the money and get up there and rob them, right? Now, back then, when it wasn't no limit to what they can withdraw from the time machine like it is now, like you only can withdraw 500. Back then, you could withdraw up to like $5,000, I believe. It was definitely a lot of money because we was catching a lot of money doing that, man. And we'd go out in different crews. Now, every time the same person don't go. You know what I'm saying? So one day this person may go, another day this person may go. And for me, I never went on a lot of those missions. Everybody else was going on these missions. So I end up going on one mission. Now this mission that we went on, we walked up the street, you know what I'm saying? And then we walked about 2 miles, man. You know what I'm saying? And our whole goal was to, rob somebody at the time machine. So as we walking up the street, man, we see the bank. We see this one bank, okay? So as when we see the bank, P go to one side, E go to one side, I go to another side. I go across the street to watch and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So everybody watching, we sitting out there for about, I had to say like a half hour just watching the bank. You know what I'm saying? And this bank we knew was frequented by a lot of people. So I see a brown car pull up in front of, and how the bank was, when you pull up, it's on the busy street. You know what I'm saying? And you had to get out the car, and the time machine was on the bank, but it was facing a busy street too. You know what I'm saying? And across the street was a school, So everything is on a busy street. And I know y'all thinking like, y'all finna, but it's dark. It had to be about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So it's dark. It's a weekend. It's dark. We masked up. Like I told you, back then it wasn't those pull down masks. We got t-shirts, everything. So right now I got the t-shirt on top of my head, right? But when I'm seeing the lady jump up out the car, when she pull up, boom, I see a lady jump up out the car, boom. She walk up to the time machine. As she walk up to the side machine, I begin to walk across the street. As I begin to walk across the street, I see P begin to walk this way like he's walking down the block. E, he's walking this way like he's walking down the block. So when I get across the street, the lady ain't paying attention. We walk right up on her. All right, you know what it is. Give us everything. Go back up in there. Woo, woo, woo. We don't want nothing to happen to you. Boom, 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 boom. Now, as we doing all of this, we being calm, collective, everything. E snatch the lady purse, then go through it, get to digging through it. Boom, 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 boom. As he digging through it, I see that he take out her ID and do all of this. Now, I want to let y'all know this was my first time doing any kind of major crime in my life like this. It was, I was, you know what I'm saying? At that time, the emotions that was going through me, I wanted to prove a point to them that I'm able to do this. And I felt sorry for the lady, man, at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So when we took the purse, everything, I grabbed the purse, took her ID, pushed all that back in there, and threw her ID back to her. Just took the money out the wallet, everything, and then once she got the money from there, we all took off running. Boom. Take off running. I take off, boom. I go through the schoolyard, boom. Take off. Go back to the hood. We get back to the hood. We break down everything, get to doing everything. It was some cards that E took and P took. They get the, okay, they like, okay, we got some cars, boom, 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 boom. But we tell them, man, go and throw them cars away, you know what I'm saying? Because people can track the cars. So we don't even want the cars, just throw them away. He like, man, fuck that, man. I'm just gonna see what we could do. If they get burnt out, they get burnt out. They ain't gonna know woo woo woo. We like, nah, man, don't do it. But he like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go on and do it. So he get to doing what he doing. So like 2 days go past, 3 days go past. He got plenty stuff he got from the cars. Then he come back, he tell us, okay, the car stopped working. Woo 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? And everything all good. So man, you know, they still, that was my only one that I went on with them, but they still going on missions. You know what I'm saying? It's been about 2 weeks that went by. You know what I'm saying? Now, it had to be like a Wednesday, man. I'm walking past the block because E stayed on the corner around the block. You know what I'm saying? From where we stayed at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking, and that way you got the way I walk. I tell y'all we always go to the gas station. That's the way you got to go past E house to go to the gas station. So as I'm walking to the gas station, I'm seeing the police swarming E house. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing E and his brother, because his brother was part of the crew too. You know what I'm saying? Tay. So I see E and Tay coming out in handcuffs with their head down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, what happened? So I don't know what's going on. Don't nobody know what's going on. We got a clue that it could be part of the shit, but it ain't nobody really chilling. Ain't nobody really saying that. So they gone. So I see them go. So as I go to the gas station, I get back. I go to P House. Everybody line up. Everybody that I fuck with lined up because everybody on the block was a part of this shit. When I'm talking about all the young niggas on the block, I'm talking about if you went from that block 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3 blocks, 3 blocks, about 30 niggas was involved in this. For real. 30. So, you know what I'm saying? So we all get together, boom, 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 people talking, whatever, whatever. People like, don't even worry about it. We just, Tay, he stand up. He pretty stand up, so we ain't gonna even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So probably like 3 days go past, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting on my porch, and when I come out, this is in the morning, wake up, come out on my porch. Me and my moms and dad used to always sit on the porch and chill. This about midday. It had to be about 3 o'clock. I'm talking about when you look on the block, everybody out on the block. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I go sit on the porch. I'm talking to my moms and stuff. You know, we ain't tripping. We ain't talking about nothing, man. And then when we turn to the left, we see a line of police cars coming down the block. And as they coming, I'm talking about it had to be like 20 police cars coming down the block. Boom, 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 boom. They coming. They go all the way down. They just stop in the middle of the block that I'm on. As they stop in the middle of the block that I'm on, I get up, finna go up into the house because, let me go back. Before the police get to pulling up, the day before, I'm sitting in the room with my mom, me and my mom talking and stuff, man, and the news come on, boom. They talking about the Time Machine Bandits, woo, 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 because that's the name that they classified us for robbing all the people at the time machines. They called us the Time Machine Bandits, so they like the Time Machine Bandit strikes again, boom, 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 boom. And they had an image on the TV of a man wearing a purple hood and caught on camera like this. You could barely see his face. Don't know his face or anything, but you could kind of see that he just like this, boom. And as my mama watching the thing, my mama began to cry. She said, baby, don't tell me, baby, that's you. Don't tell me that's you. And I'm looking. She's like, that's you, ain't it real? She said, that look just like you. It's you. And I'm looking, and I'm like, My mama get to crying. Baby, don't tell me that's you. Please don't tell me that's you. I'm like, Mama, I'm sorry. It is me, Mama. It is me, Mama. I'm so sorry. She's like, boy, what the heck is you thinking about? What is you thinking about? I don't know, Mama. I don't know. I just wanted to do something. I'm trying to prove myself, get some money. Woo. That's what I was saying. uh, broke my mama heart, man. Made my mama rest in peace. Now I remember that day, man. That really broke my mama heart, seeing that I'm out there doing that stuff with them, man. So back to where I was just at. So like the next day we come out there, and 2 days later we come out there. We sitting on the porch, and my mom and me, we sitting there. We see the police pull up. I'm about to get up and take off in the house. My mom say, just sit there. Don't move. They don't know that's you. Woo, 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 woo. They can't tell, whatever. So the police get to pulling up. They're going house to house to house, pulling people out of each house. All the young brothers is getting pulled out the house. Their mom's like, what's going on? I'm seeing P come out of handcuffs. Everybody I messed with was coming out of handcuffs, man. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what's going on. Like I'm peeping the scene and everything. Next thing you know, I see the police walking up to me, and he got a paper in his hand. And he was like, Reggie, woo, 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 woo. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He like, could you come with us? I'm like, for what, man? Woo, 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 woo. Come to find out, E or T was snitching on people. Somebody got the snitching on everybody and putting everybody up in there, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so we all get caught for that. I end up getting 2 years in juvenile facility for that. No, I got probation for that. That was my first case. I ended up getting probation for that. And yeah, man, it was just crazy, man. My main thing to say, man, is that, don't get involved in the streets, man. And when I did get incarcerated with them, they're trying to say that I told on them. I'm the last one to get caught. They're saying that I told on them when somebody was telling on us. So because I was the youngest person, I wasn't cool with everybody because I was really new on the block at that time. They was trying to say I was the one telling. And they tried to bully me, take my shoes. I'm fighting with them. It got real crazy, man. But, I said that to say this, man. The streets don't love you young people, man. I don't care how many friends you with or who you think is your friend. These older guys got us involved in something that they needed to be teaching us the opposite direction. This for you older fellas too. If y'all got young people out there, man, teach them something different. Stop teaching them these streets. Stop bringing them to something that you know ain't gonna make them successful. Because the streets ain't made too many people successful. Probably 0.5%. Probably zero. What I'm trying to say, man, is that no matter what y'all doing, man, because even when I robbed that lady, I felt guilty at that time. You know what I'm saying? My first robbery, I knew it was something wrong. Me feeling like that, knew it was something wrong. I should have just never did anything. But me trying to be down, me trying to gain respect, me trying to have another person look at me in a certain light, help push my actions. And my message to you young fellas, you don't have to prove yourself to nobody. You is who you is. And what you ain't, you will never be, man. People respect you when you be you. Me trying to prove myself to them, even after I did all of that, they still didn't have respect for me. They still was trying to bully me and act like this, like I'm telling and all of this stuff, because they didn't have the respect that I had for them, that I would never told on them. I was stumped down, man. But because of the situations, people be having friends. Gangs ain't really gangs, man. Gangs is all about this person is my friend. I like him more than you. You gonna take one person over the other, man. So it's a lot of times, man, that I just say, man, it ain't worth it, young blood. Ain't none of this robbing because you getting pennies on a dollar that can cost you your life. He got 45 years for that robbery. E end up turning into a homosexual while incarcerated. Nothing against homosexuals, but E end up turning into a homosexual being incarcerated. T end up getting 25 years. P end up getting 15 years. Okay? They got the less time out of everybody. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, and E the one that told on everybody and end up getting the most time, brother. So the streets don't love you. Police don't love you. The best thing that you can do is stay to yourself, do something legit, and stay out of trouble, man. Much love and peace to you, brothers, man. And subscribe, man. I see a lot of y'all be watching my stuff, man, and y'all don't subscribe, man. Show some love to the channel. Subscribe, help a brother out. Help me get these messages out to these young brothers, man. That's all I ask. I love y'all, man, and peace.